Sorry the second. It's got it for my storage capacity. I'm sorry. Telling if you don't ban, if you don't accept, we're gonna and kill. It's all yours, and they will destroy my life. And I have been called who I am. And Israel said, "Move away, let our people go, and we want our Aliyah in home." And whenever said Aliyah, didn't say Perras Sodoma Gomorra Argentina and United Evangelics Perras Infernales, but me. And I'm sorry of the terms, but it's exactly this. And the clear fact of, oh, he's a Jew, have you heard the way he speaks? One thing is the person that Adonai created, which goes around the world needing help. Another thing is diablas, perras. So, gib lebechalach eveskicha matlechet eshefochal amatzechem. Gib lebechalach evishot levet mechtachimim in midag. And kept on saying that the video were done by them, and went to attack this night of Buenos Aires, last night, to the world again, submarines, crafters, ships, transporting shit that generates and profaning me to saying that they are going to see and know everything. And Perras Evangelicas blaming me, saying because if I stood here and I never helped and I gave myself while they were the cause of this, staging, manipulating and lying and saying they will ever protect the people of God, and when it says the people of God says abominables just like them. And what is of the real high they gives for the being destroyed with no permission to give no one, which Adonai never gave no authority for, unless to Israel and to me, and to my Ser Yad Levechtachiper, Moshe. And the Armageddon and the reality of Yeshua Mashiach is not an evangelic tale, and it's not an evangelic root. It's Jewish, just like me, and royal, because of he were a Jew. Yeshua Hasaret Elachachai Mashiach. And he were proudly a Jew, and he loved its nation, and understood its nation and fighted for. The same I still do. So the reality of the soul is in Jewish world is not the endless enemy of the God. And the reality of if we have criminals, we make justice. But every nation has a quote of pain for that. And the reality of as nations, as Mishbach Atzachachai Kadosh, the adoption, but El Messiah, like somebody said around, which is Messiah, the Messiah, Yeshua, the real one, 2033 years ago, around. The clear fact of this is in and Adonai doesn't destroy his victims and doesn't slaves people on the and Israel is not demon and won't happen that at all. The reason of his name is El Adon, and if Adon himself blessed, and Adon said this will be, he doesn't take off unless va diablos. Deflectivos, mentirosos, reventados, mercaderes de la muerte, falsificadores, soportadores de diablos, violadores, asesinos, criminales, abominables. Like officialism, Peronism, with the pardon of victims, and Sodom and Gomorrah, with the pardon of victims, UNASUR, Armed Forces Argentina, Armies of UNASUR, with the pardon of victims, so few. So what the reality of this, and like to say some extra, Cristina Fernandez de Kirchner has moved herself for wording Policía Metropolitana, Policía Federal Argentina Centrals, and also to jurisdiction. You better detain this one because of I'm the president, and you gotta do what we say and what we command because of this one cannot be around offensing me and robbing to the state and sending to Israel and to the United States of America and the International Criminal Court that we never allowed this to do. And besides, the mother catching up that it gotta be done what we command, so the mother to put herself in for our men to pass through and making what we got to do. And this is not a lie, not a delusional, and not an offense by me. That hell prostitute, genocidal criminal cycle, have been doing this, and they're coming near, asking I to be detained for my mother and the rest of the Jewish to be raped, murdered, and to taking Israel and to destroying our lives. And Bordalia Pinheiro saying that we, the expertises of the magic throws are rapists, murderers, forgers, liars, witches that generates Armed Forces Argentina, perras degeneradas of CFK, Sodom and Gomorrah, and evangelics, and a witch of them will be enough to saying that I need medication. And that will be mental health, while nothing accepted about the truth that who I am, and everyone conscious about this. So, trading the ones that makes the right thing, the ones that fights for the respect and orders, and trying to understand which the place to forwarding about this disaster and the supposed my twisted identity, which is nothing but the real they are conscience, and trying to disfigurating, destroying, genociding, murdering for I never be recognized with evangelicas diablas reventadas, demons. And the clear fact of this all is exactly what I said enough. Wants to destroy the world, and there are still around UNASUR, and not for UNASUR, but later America, a lot of victims. And I were trying to take them out. And it's not a staging, and it's not a lie, and it's not a joke. And we are in risks, and we are in problem, and this is not for adventure disasters, for more than we already have. We gotta be wise and we gotta be careful. https www.odm Dixov, the commands PTXTD 4143 middle ISEF middle 89 zeros middle 6104443 middle ODX 1319 middle 84198 668 431 61 4480 C1C 48555 middle 6 middle IDX. The X is UIIHX. 84.90 systems recall F6. The whole tool says in New York, and the last key I published, and the third to making the scratching saying belongs to the Federal Police of Argentina, and that's for felony. Nothing is for felony there, the felony is them. And nothing is stems. All from high and mine and ours. As Adonai Caven for the justice and people to be understanding and briefing themselves with the protection, understanding the danger of the nets. So let's make something about this May 13th, 2015 still. Gotta be around 1000, maybe 1100, this Buenos Aires. I'm sorry, I didn't check again at this second fragmented video for the reason of my devising problem and limitations, which still steals me jobs, and not only me, and destroys people that works with me, saying I never were here and I never recorded this, and my friends will ever publish, and I'm taking them away, and we are with a worldest ever problem, which I will be the demon provoking and making at the local the suffer of people, for they to destroy me more for the saying give in and go to blow chop and let them, you and your family, so this is over and we take the world. And I the liar. Mal nacida mierda, sorry.